Can y'all see him now live? Are y'all able to see? They say yes. Can y'all hear on the YouTube? No.
Oh,
Yes, they say yes. Okay.
okay. Can y'all hear me? I know y'all obviously can hear T, but can y'all hear me?
They don't need y'all don't need to hear Derek.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
They hear us.
Okay.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in a bit. Come on over. All righty.
Okay. So I wanted to have this conversation with you, T. Okay. I needed somebody else's perspective, and I figured you would be the perfect person.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
let me set this up right. Okay. Let me set it up. So, I've been posting a lot of different content. I've been out and about in the streets, whatever.
Hmm.
So a lot of people are finding out that, I'm no longer in a relationship, whatever, whatever. And it's been some people in my inbox. And I've been getting comments um saying that I'm pretty, but it's always referencing how dark my skin is.
Okay.
Dark
Oh,
skin or your fine black ass. Yeah, I had one person make a comment on one of my videos and said, chocolate on the outside, pink on the inside.
what?
Yeah, yeah. So my thing is, I don't ever hear light skinned girls get comments like that. I don't ever hear nobody say, oh, you a pretty white girl,
Right.
or you a pretty light skinned girl, or you a sexy light skinned girl. I only hear that when it's referencing dark skinned women. Is that just me, or have you noticed that? Like, there's a difference between, like, why can't I just be pretty? I can't just be a pretty
They
woman.
have to. Yeah, I have noticed that. Give me one second. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, y'all. I just at a Walmart order in the middle of our show. Horrible. And I can't
And I
get this
can't get
thing
this
off the
thing off the
screen either.
screen
Hold
either.
on.
Hold on.
We got to
We
give
got
the
to give
man
the
the
man the
code,
code,
guys.
guys.
Edit this
Edit this
part
part
out.
out. Not edit it out. Hell, we is on live.
We
We
on
on
live.
live.
So
So
sad.
sad.
Shit.
Shit.
Um, 4571. 4571.
Girl, you must got some liquor.
No, Play-Doh.
They
Thank
make you
you.
give a code for Play-Doh?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then the dogs went out. Thank you. Sorry, y'all. This is horrible. This is embarrassing. So sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. That they done ran to the party. I think if the light skin in me, Patty, I think I'm gonna get a pass.
You probably would get a pass because you like skin. You're right. You're right. I'm probably gonna have to agree with you on that one.
I'm gonna get a pass. I'm light skin. My
Y'all
dog
just
is
running
running
from
from
me.
me. Stop. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
Patty.
Patty.
I
I
have
have
noticed that.
noticed
I
that. I
have
have
two
two
sisters that
sisters
are
that are
also
also
dark,
dark,
darker,
darker,
and
and
they get the
they get the
same thing.
same
Like
thing.
she's a
Like she's
pretty
a pretty
chocolate
chocolate
woman. Come on,
woman. Come on,
Kizzy.
Kizzy.
She's a
She's a
pretty
pretty
chocolate
chocolate
woman.
woman.
We
We
also
also
used
used
to
to
get
get
separated
separated as kids. They would say, "Oh, I was the pretty one because I was lighter." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of comparison in that aspect. So yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely do think that's a problem.
Okay, so if you experienced that as a kid, so is that something that kids are taught? Like, cause I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from and if there is a way to correct it.
Am I echoing?
Yeah, that's what they said.
I wonder how. This is horrible.
It might have been because you was outside, maybe.
Okay, am I still echoing right now? If they say I'm still echoing,
Let's see. Give them a second because it's a delay. Mm-mm.
is that better?
It sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
There we
sorry
go.
about that, though.
Okay. There we go.
Sorry, y'all. Scratch that.
Okay, so I am trying to figure out if there is a way to fix that because I'm not gonna say I'm offended by it, but because it take a lot to get under my skin.
Yeah.
But it's like, why do you feel comfortable just making that distinction? Like, I don't get it because it's not done to anybody else. It's not done to any other. I've never seen heard of it done to any other shade of black
Yeah.
woman or any other ethnicity or race. I don't see or hear that. So I'm trying to figure out what's really going on.
Well, they don't do it in ethnicities and races, but they do it in height. They do it in weight. You know, they're like, you pretty for a big woman. You pretty for, they do it like that. So I don't think it's anything that you can get away from. So I have noticed a shift, right? Because like I said, when I was younger, they used to compare us. Now it's like, oh, she's so beautiful and chocolate. It's compliment, but it's like you say, it's a shocker. But people still seem to embrace the darker skin now more so now to me than before. I don't know how to get away from comparing the skin tone though. Like, I don't know. I don't know how we would go about doing that. Maybe how we can bring an awareness to understand like that's not a compliment when you add the 4A,
Yeah. Yeah,
you
cuz
know.
like otherwise I would be ugly if I'm standing next to somebody else. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like
I, you think that's the case?
but that's kind of what it gives though. You're pretty for a dark skinned woman. So if I was standing next to a light skinned woman, then I wouldn't be considered the pretty one. Or if I were to bleach my skin or something, or somehow wake up one day and I'm light skinned, I would no longer be cute, or I would no longer be pretty if I didn't have the dark skin. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Damn.
That's what it gives me. Like, you're pretty for a dark skinned girl, meaning if
But
you
if
was
you were
light
like,
skinned, you wouldn't be pretty if you was light skinned.
so what's usually your response when they say that?
I mean, I still say thank you, um, because I don't be wanting to hurt people's feelings.
Why don't you
So
start?
I'm just that I just don't like to hurt. I just don't want to hurt people's feelings, and especially knowing I don't think they're doing it in a malicious way. So I kind of don't want to hurt their feelings. Could I say something smart? Could I say something ugly? Or, have a little, little 1 2 1 2 to say,
Yeah.
to shock them back. Could I do it? Yeah, I do it all the time. I do it every day. But like, I just
Not
don't
so
want to
much
hurt
as
their feelings.
being mean, but why not just ask them, what does that mean? Or what do you mean by that? Or can you help me understand? I hear that a lot. So can you help me understand what that means?
I guess I could. I guess I could. I could ask that because that's not mean. It's opening up dialogue in a nice way. Um, yeah, I guess I could. I guess I should because I'm at a loss as to really what does that mean? Like, are you saying that if I didn't have this skin complexion, like these features are only cute with dark skinned people? Is that what you're saying? Or like
Yeah.
you usually don't like the look of dark skinned people, but I'm an exception
Yeah.
or something?
I never thought of that. Like it's like you say, it's like a backhanded compliment.
Right. It really is. It really is. Like you cute, but you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Damn.
yeah. I mean, because I don't think I'm ugly, not by
You
far,
definitely not ugly. You're beautiful.
but I don't see it as I'm pretty for a dark skinned woman. I
Well,
don't.
I will say this because I've seen you in person, and your skin is absolutely beautiful.
Well,
It's
thank you.
smooth. It has a glow to it. So to me, it's like, when we were growing up, they say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. It's
Mm-hmm.
like the dark skin, the darker skin. Now it's something like back in the day, like I said, it wasn't embraced like it is today. And when I look at a darker person, it's just such a different type of beauty to it. It's just it's a different type of feel. It's like a chocolate man. It's like you just want to bite them.
But
You
see, I
know,
don't. I don't see people like that. Like I've never said, "Oh, she's pretty for a dark skinned woman," or "He's fine to be a light skinned man," or like I've never done that. I've never felt the
right?
need to make that distinction. Or maybe is that just from people that's color struck?
It could
They
be people
see,
that's color struck because I don't say he's fine for a dark skinned man, but I'll say he's a fine chocolate man or he's
but
a
that's the same
fine
thing though. You still are pointing out
that
how
he's
much
chocolate.
melanin he has. You're still making that distinction. It's the same thing, just different verbiage.
Well, they call us red bone.
I ain't never on this app heard nobody say, T, you fine for a red bone.
No.
Okay, then, thank you. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So I should
Exactly.
stop telling people they fine chocolate man.
Yes. Yes. Why he can't just be fine? Why
Cause he
does it have to
fine
be?
and
But why
chocolate.
why does it matter if he chocolate or vanilla or raspberry or strawberry? Why do it matter? Why do you
It
have to
don't
put that
matter
in there?
because the chocolate makes it more
See,
tasty.
look at you. Look at you. You just like the niggas.
From colors.
You might be. You just might be.
Can you ask the chat, Derek? Does it bother them to be called chocolate? Oh shoot.
Yeah, I showed Derek one of the screenshots to get a man's perspective. Like, why?
Can
Why?
you read it? Do you
Why?
have it still?
I do. I do.
Read it. Read it to us.
Okay. Hold on without giving too much information. Uh-uh.
Come
Come
on,
on,
tell
tell us.
us.
We
We
trying to
trying to
learn
learn
here.
here.
Okay. Um, okay. So it says, uh hold on, let me read it again, make sure uh okay. So it started out in my inbox. They said, "Hey now." And I said, "Hey, how are you?" I'm always polite, okay? Even if I know you might be about to be on some bullshit. I'm
Okay.
always polite. "Hey, how are you?" He says, "I'm good. I just had a flashback moment. It prompted me to jump in a DM, which my old ass don't even do." And I said, "I just hollered out laughing. We all getting up in age. LOL." Okay, keep it cute, okay? Keep it polite. And he says, "Big facts. Only difference is some still got it. That's where your chocolate ass come into play." I didn't respond. Then he says, "What's funny is I remember about 20 years or so ago, my own damn auntie was like, blank, what you have going on? I think she's interested. LOL." I'm like, no way. I always thought your black ass was a cutie. I love dark women. Like so black, I only see teeth at night.
I know you fucking lying to me.
Nine.
Oh, what you say?
I didn't say nothing at first. What do you say?
Yo, mama.
What do you say?
You know what you should have did? You should have clicked on his picture, found something, and been like, and I like such and such men. So big they gotta lift their belly to see that. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm just trying to figure out how do you think that's a compliment?
I don't know how he thought that was a compliment. That's not appropriate. That wasn't inappropriate. That was completely inappropriate.
So you think that was a little too far?
That was very far.
Okay.
That was
It,
very
it,
far. It's not like I say, saying somebody, yeah, you's a fine. I don't even know if I would tell a man you a fine chocolate man, but I might. But saying you so black, I only can see your teeth, baby. Huh?
uh, like
Yeah, that's not no.
I just don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where does that come from? Like what is the mind frame? What is it?
I don't
What
know.
why would you do that? Or do some
Damn.
girls like that? Because somebody has had to like it.
I don't
I
know nobody that would like that. I don't know nobody that would like that. You so black, I just want to see your pretty teeth. You don't see nothing else? You don't see my nose? You don't see my nose structure? Do my eyes slant a little bit? Is my lips full? Like, damn, that's all you see is my teeth?
I don't know. He said that's how black he like them.
Again, you don't see nothing else but the teeth?
I mean, I don't think I'm that dark, but I mean, maybe darkness is relative. They say everything else is relative. Relative to what? I don't know.
Well, I think the biggest problem, Patty, is people aren't saying anything. People may laugh it off, may do a little joke here and there, or maybe even don't address it. And I think that's where a problem starts. If something makes us uncomfortable, I think we
Mhm.
need to start communicating that. Hey, I don't know what type of women you used to, but that don't come off as a compliment, homeboy. Like, what makes you think that I will be flattered by what you just said to me? Just more so be upfront and open and let a person know, pipe down, Jim Shoe. This ain't what it do, it's not cool. I
What are
think this
you
is a
over
great
there
topic.
laughing
I
at?
think this topic should be
How many?
expanded more broad. Like, um, that's cool. Can you send me those messages? I just want to see some.
Jesus. Now, what messages? What you said now?
I just need to see them because I think this needs to be expanded.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, this needs to be expanded. I think that this is definitely a conversation that needs to be had.
It's
Like
more
seriously.
than one though. I'll send you two.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, send them
Yeah,
all.
this ain't just an isolated incident. I've been getting it a lot. Um, I don't I don't know like if it's just me or do men talk to all women, dark skinned women like that. I mean, because again, I've been in a relationship for 20 years. So like nobody has, stepped up and tried to talk to me knowing that I was married or whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody's done that. So I've not had this conversation. But, once people find out that you're not in a relationship anymore, I guess they figured, they can go ahead and shoot that shot or whatever. But if you done had 20 years to practice in the mirror, I would think
Well,
it
the dating pool is very pissy. Like, I
I
mean,
mean, I know because I
it
did a social
stinks.
experiment in the beginning, and I joined
Mm.
two. What you say? You say something, Derek?
No, he didn't say
Oh, I
anything.
thought he said something. Okay, but I did the social experiment and joined two dating sites. I didn't use my real name. I did use my real pictures though. Um, and yeah, the dating pool is piss, and I've still got my profiles up on the apps, which I didn't. I
Mhm.
never went on a date with anybody. I never did any of that. I just wanted to see what was out there. And yes, it is piss, but I keep getting white men, young white men. So is it some kind of fetish going on with dark skinned women right now?
He might. This might need to go worldwide.
I'm just trying to figure out because it's like almost every day it's it's younger white men that are liking my pictures. wanting to match, things like that. Is there a fetish for dark
Damn.
skinned women?
I think for other cultures, there's a fetish with black women as a whole.
You think so?
Oh yeah, but and I think the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, right? So I definitely do think that with other cultures that they are same thing with our black men. They choose the blackest of the black. No, is that
Okay.
not nice? Was that not nice?
I mean, but at this point, I don't know. I don't know what's acceptable and what's not. I don't know.
So should I not say blackest of the black?
I don't know. Cause I don't I don't know
I gotta
what
reconsider my whole life now.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, T. I and that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I want to have a conversation with somebody. Maybe somebody can enlighten me. What is it? What is it? I
This
can't
is this is good. This is good. I'm I'm speechless, and you know I ain't never speechless.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. On the one hand, like and that's where I'm conflicted because on the one hand, I'm not offended because it takes a lot to get under my skin, right? So I'm not easily offended. But then
Mhm.
on the other hand, it's like, am I only not offended because I'm not easily offended? Was that really an offensive statement? But just because I have thick skin, it don't bother me. But is that really, in the grand scheme of things, an offensive statement?
So again, I think even if it's not offensive, I think that is a time we just got. It's kind of like remember me and you used to call us mom or baby. You know what I'm saying? It's like it don't
Mhm.
bother you, but then you get to the point where it's like, okay, dude, my name is, or ask me my name. So I
Gotcha.
think that we have to be more assertive and more expressive with what's appropriate and what's not. I mean, even ignoring a person, they still ain't gonna know where they lost you. So I think maybe even saying, look, I don't know how you usually come at anybody else, but as for me, I don't rock with that. Don't say that to me. It's offensive. You could compliment me without it comes off as a little insulting. How do you address other women that are not my skin tone? May
Got.
I ask them what makes you think that this is a compliment? So start putting your even though it's not offensive, start being more vocal about it and
Hmm.
saying, "Hey, I don't like this."
Okay. Because any other time, I just don't respond. Conversation terminated. Um, I just ghost them. Even though
Because
they,
how do
I
they
don't have
know if
no
you don't tell
problem with it.
them?
That's true.
Yeah.
That that's true. But then again, that's what I was saying. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not other people that feel that way. Um, so if it's just me, ain't no need in saying nothing because I'm just not gonna respond. Um, but is it an overall issue though? Um, has anybody else experienced that? If anybody else, that's watching the live right now, if you've experienced that, let me know in the chat. Let us know. Cause it could just be me. I could just be the only one that see it like that. I you know what I'm saying?
This
So
definitely needs to go broader because you may not be the only one, and I doubt that you are. If he was comfortable doing that, and you said it's more than one, I'm inclined to believe that there's definitely something happening, and we're not talking about it or we're not paying attention to it.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to know something. Is this the norm? Cause I don't think I want it. I need to find something else because this ain't this ain't it. If this the way the boys in the men is talking to the girls, mm-mm, I don't think I'm gonna pass.
and I think social media has made it way worse too because instead of being approaching us directly now is, you know, through text and messages, and I think that that makes it even worse because you don't hear the tone, they don't see your
Mhm.
expression. You know what I'm saying? It makes them more bold, but it also
Mean because like
creates
they're
a,
not face to face. Because maybe some people wouldn't say something
yeah.
if they were face to face.
Yeah, because if you think about it, had he seen your face, would your face have been, how would you have looked? Show me. Let me see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have, gave a little slight jump back with the eyebrow, the people's eyebrow. I would have gave I would have gave
Yeah. They
my
make them all be like, oh, oops.
right. Oops, my bad. What I
They
say wrong?
can't see that anymore.
That's true. You got a point. You got a point.
So people just say whatever now, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't want to be I mean, I don't care whether anybody thinks I'm pretty or not. It really don't matter. What matters is what I think about myself. But I don't want to be pretty for a dark skinned girl, pretty for a dark skinned woman.
Yeah, I can
I, if
understand
you
that.
if you gotta say that, then just keep it. Just say hey. Just
Yeah, I agree now. Now that you put it that way, I definitely, if I agree, does that mean I can no longer tell a man he's chocolate?
I mean, it's okay to tell. I mean, I guess in a sense because he know he chocolate already. So you're not telling him for clarification. Um, because even though I see like because I know there's a double standard for dark skinned people. We have to be a whole lot more of to be considered, right? I realize that. So when I see somebody that's my complexion or somebody that's darker, I just tell them
Hmm.
that they're beautiful. Or I say, "Oh, you're so handsome."
Yeah,
I'll just say that.
you
I
don't
don't
have to
say
have to
you're so handsome for a dark skinned
understand that.
man. No, you're just handsome. And I just don't know when the last time you heard it. So I'm just gonna tell you today. Because we
You're
don't
right.
we don't get those compliments that often.
She, it's a she.
Scoop is a she. Scoop is a she.
She
Okay.
said there's a difference between a compliment and a fetish. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like it be men that be like, they haven't said it to me, but they'll say to a big girl, like, girl, you so big. I love it when your legs rub together like it's on a fire. You know, I don't think nobody likes that.
That's a fetish. Yeah, that's a fetish. Um, I'm pretty confident in that without me looking up the definition, because that's not a compliment.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that.
Yeah, that's not a compliment. So if that's the only two choices we got, a compliment or a fit, it's not a compliment. So the only one left is the fetish. Um,
Ooh. Ooh, this is deep.
yeah. So yeah, I would just rather people just keep the compliments. We compliments are far and in between for us, no matter how we keep ourselves up, no matter how we, try to dress cute and be appropriate and keep our hair done and our nails done and, you know, do the things. We still don't get compliments like that. We're still not considered a standard of beauty. We're still not. We can do all the things and still won't get that credit. So again, when I see somebody that's dark skinned, not saying that I don't see
Yeah.
light skin, pretty women, light skin, handsome men. I do. I see
Mhm.
that all the time. But in my mind, it's like they probably get complimented all the time. So even though, yes, I think they're beautiful, um, there's no need for me to say it because I'm sure they get complimented all the time. But when I see, but when I see people that look like me, I'm sure to tell them because, baby, it might have been a while and you just need a reminder today. And to see the way their face lights up, that does something for me.
Wow.
Like I was in, where was I going? Might have been on the way to Chicago. And there was a young man that was doing all the things at the counter. He was, scanning the tickets and all of that kind of stuff. And I could tell he was younger. And I said, "Oh my gosh, you are so handsome." And it wasn't in a way of, I find you attractive and I want to get your number. It
Right,
it
right.
wasn't that at all. That's not how I said it. It's just, wow, you're so handsome. And to see the way his face lit up, it
Well, see, I
made
think
me
that's another
smile.
conversation, Patty, because I don't think men get that a lot often.
That's true.
I don't think
That's
men
true.
get approached often and get poured into us. So that's a whole nother issue. So not only do we have the issue of people giving backhanded compliments, we
Hmm.
also have the issue of a group of our people, black men, that don't even get told that, "Oh, you're so handsome, you're a beautiful soul, you baby, you is fine." They
Right.
don't get, a lot of men don't get that either, because they're so used to giving it to us, we don't really usually
I can
walk
see
up to them
that.
and say,
I can
yeah.
see that, or saying it and not wanting nothing from them, not
Mm-hmm.
having an ulterior motive, just saying,
Mm-hmm.
you looking good today, honey. You look well put
Yes.
together today,
Yes.
and then just going on about your business. So,
Yeah.
dang, not you over there taking notes. You got some good.
I am. I am. I am taking notes. I am. Because I think this will be a good conversation. I think this needs to be broader. I think this needs to be a circular conversation. I also think that you need to have a round table full of darker women of having this conversation. I think this needs to be a round table discussion
Okay.
expeditiously, because other women's experiences need to be heard, and then piggyback from that, and then have more of these discussions. I think this is something that needs to be discussed, because
Okay.
I didn't think anything of it. Like I said, I was compared as a child, but again, it's not my experience, because I've never, I've struggled with weight issues. So, you've heard, well, you cute, even as a big girl, whatever, but
Right.
not in my skin complexion. No.
Because you can change how big you are. You can lose weight. I
Right. You
can't. I
can't,
can't change this.
that's true. Unless you bleaching your skin.
And I'm not finna do that. See, I was
You
I was
better
trying to be
not.
real messy and call somebody name. But
Yeah.
let me keep it cute. Let me keep it cute. But no, I'm not finna do no bleaching of the skin. I actually love the skin that I'm in. Even as a in elementary school, I was teased about my skin
Mm.
tone. And it did used to affect me then. And even as a child, I can remember grown people referencing my skin tone. Oh, look at that pretty chocolate little girl.
Chocolate girl.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
look at them little chocolate legs. Like,
Ooh.
and but you never hear that about anybody else. You don't you don't hear that about anybody else.
I definitely know that they use the term red bone, but I don't know if it was ever offensive, because it was
How
basically.
often though, T? When somebody references you 10 times, how many times do they reference you as a red bone?
So I'm not really considered the red bone.
Yellow bone,
Um,
mid bone, any kind of
the
bone.
red
What?
bones, that's a conversation we might have to have with them. I get red. They may call me red sometimes, but the red bones that's a conversation. I think that we need to have a conversation with them too, because I think they do get it a lot. Pretty little red thing, your yellow ass, like high yellow bitch, think about it. They absolutely do.
I don't
I
know.
think I definitely, again, with the other people, the others, I don't think they get any of those descriptive,
Mm-mm.
compliments.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm not going to make light of anybody else. I'm not gonna make light of the red bone. I'm not gonna make light of the yellow because again, I don't know. I just know I don't hear it. like
We should
that.
see. We should see how often it happens. I think a lot of times when it's not us, we don't hear it, because it's not effective. But I think we should see, because I think you'll be surprised
Okay.
at how many. I think you might be surprised at how many women hear that. Yellow, yeah, get your ooh, look at that yellow gal, look at that yellow thing right there. I think you might be
Ooh,
surprised.
I don't know. Maybe we need to
Yeah,
ask. Maybe we need to
yeah.
ask because I don't I don't recall hearing it as much.
I definitely
Or
think we should have that
seeing
open
anybody
up.
else say anything about it. So, but what they saying over there in the comments? Okay. 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 Well, maybe it is a broader conversation that we need to have. We definitely need to have some input from the men because we're not saying it to each other. Okay. The women is not saying it to each other. It's the men.
Yeah, yeah. I think when the women do it, they do it to be more catty. Is
Yeah.
when you're arguing, it's
If you're arguing.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that making,
yeah,
something to get under somebody's skin or to make them mad or piss them off or something like that, but
yeah.
not as a compliment. Unless there's something specific, like something has happened and maybe somebody has called them ugly because of their
Right,
skin tone, and then you're making that distinction. You're not ugly. Your dark skin is beautiful, as affirmation or encouragement or something like that. But
right,
for the
right.
most part, it's the men making the
Well, it's
distinction.
time we have a conversation with these fellas. Then, do you think? That's and that Petty just said
Really?
that too. Yes, that's why. Yes, they do. Yes, absolutely. People, Derek was saying that somebody said people think you're stuck up and unapproachable when you're because you're light skinned, and they absolutely do, or think we think we're all that because we're lighter. Absolutely,
But see, okay, that leads into what I'm saying. People automatically think you all that because you're like, why? Because all light skinned people is not cute, baby.
they're
Okay,
not. They're not.
they are not. So that's not a qualification uh of being pretty. Is to just have light skin. That's not a prerequisite.
It
um
used to be though. Light skin, pretty hair. Light skin, long hair. Red bone. Like, listen, go back and listen to some of the music.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't nobody make no songs about dark skin.
They absolutely do now.
I mean, maybe now they falling in between.
Yeah,
They
it's
falling in
true.
between. Falling in
We
between.
we definitely need to have this song. This is definitely something. Woo,
Yeah.
Jesus.
But child, you let me know whenever you ready for the round table because I need to know something.
Well, I definitely am going to talk about it after this live.
Okay, well, I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna get down in the comments then because I want to hear what the people got to say. I want to see what they got to say because I'm very much curious um on how other dark skinned people feel about it when somebody references their skin tone when giving them a compliment. um do you take it? Do you see it as a compliment, or just do you really want to be, you know that what you really want to do?
Yeah, I think that needs to, and I think again, be more expressive and vocal about it, and
Okay.
saying, "Hey, hold on, baby. You don't have to be me. You could be like, nah, baby. Now hold on, now, King. Now you talk to everybody like that. Now what make you think I like that?
Okay.
What make you think that's a compliment to me, sir? Make his ass step back and be like, and challenge him. These men don't get challenged no more. Challenge him. Challenge him.
Okay. Well, if it happens again, I will. I was like, can you explain that to me? I mean, I get that you think I'm pretty or attractive or cute or whatever, but what's the difference in the dark skin portion? Like, why was that necessary? What do you mean by that?
Yeah. I do think, the darker our skin, that melanin, it does something different. The glow in us is different, especially when we age, when we hit that sun. It definitely is a different effect. I
Okay.
definitely, I definitely do believe that. It's a different type of a hit of the darker the skin tone, especially when you take care of your skin.
Mm-hmm.
It's something about, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's something about a darker person with some smooth skin. It's like, oh my gosh. It's something. You remember what's his name in Boys in the Hood, Morris Chestnut?
Mm-hmm.
You remember how ashy he was?
Okay.
He was just ashy. Now you see him now. It's
Mm-hmm.
just something smooth
But
about him. Take
but
care,
I've never attributed any of that to skin tone though. I've
I did
always
because
just
you can
thought
see
he
it
was
more.
fine.
You can see it more. When you're darker you are, you can see the ash. You can see more.
But
It,
still
it pops
though, I
out.
mean that's just a fine man. He
He
just a
wasn't
fine man.
fine to me. He wasn't fine to me then.
I
He was
mean,
ashy. His
he
lips
was
was
he was
crusty and stuff.
he was struggling a little bit, but he grew into his
That's what
looks,
I'm saying. He
right?
started that skincare. That he started. It's something about it, but it didn't look like that when he was in the movie.
So but still, you giving it a difference because he was dark skinned, so you can see he was ashy more. But light skinned people be ashy too.
Is that
So
am I colorist?
I don't know. I'm just saying. You saying that the man wasn't cute because he was dark skinned and ashy. You could tell he was ashy more because he was dark skinned. But the man got some money, got some lotion, got some oil. Okay. Now the man just
I mean, the lighter we are, we'll take care of our skin. You see them acne. You see the blackheads and stuff. It's the same like this. Your skin tone. If you don't, there are some things that pop out more depending on the tone of your skin.
I know, but you ain't say the man had bad facial features or nothing like that. You said the man wasn't fine because he was ashy, T.
He was ashy.
He still had the same facial features, he still had the same height.
Some
He
some
was
some
just
some
younger.
something happened. Something changed. I gotta go look back again. Something
He
changed.
grew. So Scoop is saying that T is giving fetish. The way that she just described them black men about their smooth skin, chocolatey, she is giving fetish.
Guess there's some things I gotta go do some inner work. I need a therapist ASAP.
Maybe. I've just
Bye.
never seen anybody like that. Either they pretty to me or they not. Either they handsome to me or they not. I don't
Derek,
categorize.
did you put on lotion today? So Derek didn't put no lotion on. He just got out the shower. I cannot tell that. I can't tell, Patty. I'm just being honest. I'm just giving you the truth. I can't tell he ashy. If he was chocolate, I would be able to tell.
But would you say he was ugly or fine based on ashy?
I wouldn't be able to see past the ash.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What am I gonna do with you? Because if you gonna determine if somebody's pretty or ugly or handsome or ugly based on if they ashy or not, then you got a problem. You have a problem. If you can't see past the ash. They could have.
Okay, think about Chris Rock up in New Jack City. You remember when he was like in the
I think
house?
he's
And,
ugly regardless.
okay, you got a point.
He's not my cup of tea. I don't find anything about him attractive.
Okay, you
Um,
got a point.
so whether he ashy or greased up, it's the same. It's the same for me. I do not.
Okay, you got a point there. You got a point.
Yeah, I just
Oh, 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 oh. The movie with Morris Chestnut, all the guys.
the
When they
wedding
was little,
stuff.
no, when they
No,
was younger, The Wood.
okay. What about it?
Okay, just forget it. Just forget it, because I think I'm gonna get canceled if I keep going.
I, you might, you might, because you talking about you can't get past the ash. You can't get past the
I'm gonna get
ash.
canceled if I keep going.
They could have the most beautiful facial. Derek said she definitely getting canceled.
Can't never tell the truth around here. I'm saying what y'all think.
Not me. That's why I'm asking questions. That's why I wanted to have the conversation because I don't see stuff like that. And I'm just curious as to if this is like a broader thing, if this is like a majority people see it like that. Like if you a certain skin tone, you gotta have this, and this in order to be considered cute. But if you light skin, you just get a pass. I I don't.
I don't think we get past being light skinned though. I
Now you
don't.
said a while ago what you said.
I said
My
we were
dog
younger.
ran. My dog. No, you said my dog ran.
I was being facetious.
Okay, so Scoop said,
You're
"What about the
lying.
people that don't see color? You mean like colorblind people?
You're lying.
Or you mean like when you say don't see, like it don't translate? Cause I mean I see clearly. I can see color. I can tell me and T and me and Derek are completely different when it comes to skin tone. I can see that, but T is not pretty to me because she light skin.
You think I'd be a pretty chocolate woman? Oh, I think I'd be a real pretty. Oh, I
I
think
don't
if
think
I
it
was
matters.
darker, them eyes pop out. Oh my
I don't think it would
gosh.
matter because
I think it would.
it because okay, so Scoop was saying like when people say they don't see color, not that they colorblind. I was just asking. Okay, I just need a
They
clarification.
lying. They lying.
I see color, but I don't see color. Color does not matter to me. I don't care if it's whether I think you're ugly or you're cute, whether I'm going to approach you or be friends with you, anything like that. Color does not matter to me because the way people are on the inside, it's pretty people that's on the outside and they just as nasty and just as ugly on the
Well, I
inside,
see.
and that makes
I
them ugly to me on the outside.
I see when I get a 10, I see a difference. I do. I look different. It actually is
Your skin tone may be different, but if you have ugly features, if you're
right.
unattractive, it does not matter if you suntan or bleach your skin. You're just going to be unattractive.
I understand that, Patty. My point is, when I'm darker, there is a different look
Oh,
to me.
absolutely. It is.
It actually is it's a little more. Well, it's more exotic, to be honest. I'm be honest about that, but
See, that's fetish.
no, I get a lot of people that ask. Well, I get a lot of people that ask me am I mixed anyway, but I get more people ask me am I mixed when I get a 10. I mean, like
But
exotic.
people are dumb. People are dumb. I've
I'm
had
telling
somebody
you.
ask me if I was Asian and black because my eyes are slanted. What about me looks mixed? I do not look exotical.
They asked you, was you Asian and black?
Yes,
Let me look at you. I could see a little Asian.
people are
I'm getting,
dumb.
I'm getting canceled.
Oh, snap.
What is
Okay,
she on witness protection?
right. So Derek just said, okay, because I know y'all can't hear Derek. Derek just said that a trans person in Houston has dropped a list of names of down low men.
Do she
Now,
got a death wish?
so somebody has shown screen record of their inbox of men trying to get with them. They better be with protection. They did Atlanta, Houston, and Detroit. You know what? See, you
Is
got
she on
you
witness protection?
better be round the clock.
Do they got
Until
a
you
do they got an unaliving wish?
because you can't some of these men too fragile. They can't they can't
Oh,
take that
that mother sucker is bold.
that you can't just do that because some of these men can't take it because they DL for a reason.
Send it to me, Scoop. Scoop, send it to me.
So it's different people that's dropping lists. It's not one person.
Oh,
It's different
hecky
people
no.
dropping
It's
lists.
about to be a party, y'all.
And I don't want no invitation to it. Do you hear me? Don't
Let's
invite me.
see.
Do not drop the addy. Okay? Cause
I just
I'm
want
not
to
going.
peek through the peephole.
I'm not going. Because that's a dangerous game to play when you're talking about somebody's sexuality and they not ready to share that with the world yet. Um,
That's just
that's wild. That is absolutely wild. Um, but child, we done been on here talking these people ears off. Child, we I don't want to get too deep over into that other subject. I want to keep it on this if you about to go live and you about to
yeah. We're
talk
gonna keep it
about
on this.
on the skin.
Yeah, we're gonna
Um
keep it on this.
so T about to go live on TikTok. So which handle are you using?
Tea
And then
time
you going
three.
Tea
Tea
time
time three.
3. Okay,
Yeah.
she on tea time 3, y'all. Y'all hop on over there. She's going to continue the conversation. I'm gonna be over there. I'm gonna be a comment cousin tonight. Okay. Y'all hop on over there. Engage with it because I do want to know if it's a broader issue. And it ain't just me, then yeah, we need to talk about it because
Yeah.
baby, don't do me. Okay. Don't
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's open this up.
Okay, so she gonna open it up, y'all. She gonna open up the panel. So y'all skedaddle on over
Send me
there.
those messages.
I got you. I got. Please
Yeah.
crop out the
Just I ain't gonna show. I'm gonna read. I'm just gonna read them.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
because I don't want to embarrass nobody, even though they gonna know
Oh
who they
no.
is if they.
Yeah. I won't show no picture. I'll just read the message.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, all right, y'all. I guess we'll see y'all next time. I know this was a good conversation. We might have to have tea time back again because this was good. This was really really good. So So Derek just said he ran a poll asking if the people want to see tea time more often over here, like maybe once a week. And 90% of y'all said yes. Y'all wants to see her back over here on Spill and Chill. So we listen to the people. So if she'll be open to coming back talking about
Absolutely.
bigger topics, we'll have her
Absolutely.
back. So if y'all
I
have any
sure
other
will.
suggestions, leave them in the comments. Don't forget to thumbs up this live stream. Subscribe to Derek's channel. Yeah, and if y'all need anything else from us, y'all have any ideas, just let us know. And I guess until next time, we'll see you guys later.
Bye,
Bye.
y'all. See y'all in a bit. Thank y'all. Love y'all.